Hi, I'm Matt from Motu, here at the Motu booth at the Namm show 2016. We're having a great show. We've got a few things happening here we're showing. One of the things I want to mention today is we're showing DP902. So 9's been on the market for a while, winning awards, and we're showing some new features in DP902. So the first thing you might see here in the tracks window, we've added the ability to search for tracks. So as I type in different instruments, it'll update and show just those tracks. Many composers that use Digital Performer have super large templates, and so it's nice for them to be able to search for tracks. And speaking of visibility of tracks, there's now a brand new menu called View, and View gives us the ability to show and hide all sorts of different types of tracks in Digital Performer. So you can have empty tracks, play-enabled tracks, record-enabled tracks, we can hide them, we can show them, we can even create what are called track layouts. So whatever state you've got Digital Performer in terms of visible tracks, I can create a layout. So here are some layouts that I've created here in the past. We can look at just the guitar and bass. Maybe we want to look at just the keys. And I can actually even set up shortcuts. So I can go to the commands window, and if I type in the word track and scroll to the bottom, my track layouts can be assigned to key bindings or shortcuts on the Mac and Windows OS. So that's pretty cool. Also, you'll notice the track selector now works for the tracks window. So I'm able to make different types of tracks visible. I can option click and of course command click and drag to get different things visible here in the tracks window. And I can also zoom even larger vertically, large vertical size. You can see we've got a big size here as we zoom all the way down in the tracks window. And I can right click on audio regions, and I'm able now to open them into the waveform editor. The waveform editor in DP is where you can do destructive edits, like redrawing waveforms, that kind of thing, or normalizing can be done in the waveform editor. In the mixing board, we've now added the ability to pop edit the send values. So I'm able to come up here and say, well, let's make that send value -15, and I can just add that very quickly into the mixing board. Cool, so those are a few new features that are coming in 902. We expect 902 to ship within a couple of weeks. That'll be a free update for 9 users. And we're also previewing at Namm a few features that are a little ways down the road beyond 902. And so I want to actually point those out. The first one is reduced host latency. Basically, the Motu audio engine has been refinessed and re-engined to be able to support much lower buffer sizes. So basically, latency has been cut in half. So if you're running a buffer of 256, it's going to feel like 128. So that's a great feature for people who run virtual instruments. I've got a very large project here I want to actually demonstrate. We're going to click over here in the chunks window. Now look in the tracks window. Look at how large this project is. This is something that was built for us by the Cinesamples people. Great library company based here in Los Angeles. A lot of very Motu-friendly guys work over there. And so essentially what we're showing, if you notice, and I won't play it here for you, but we're showing this cue playing, and if you go into the VRAC, we've got 12 nearly full instances of Contact 5 all running. Now you'll notice that when I go to the processor window, with the very, very little processor usage, even at a buffer of 64. So very, very, very low buffer setting to have this kind of efficiency with running this many virtual instruments of this quality. So this is kind of a quantum leap in terms of efficiency for virtual instruments. And the last thing that we're actually kind of previewing here at Namm is hardware inserts. So Digital Performer will have a hardware plugin that will actually go in and out of your audio system, and it'll actually automatically ping and detect the round trip latency and compensate for it. And last but not least, we're actually showing a SEMTI plugin that you can add to a mono audio track to generate time code. So those are a couple things that we're showing here, brand new at Namm, at the Namm show 2016. So stay tuned for DP902, and thanks for the opportunity.